Follow me. I'll take you to your platoon.
I'm sorry. Who the hell are you?
Hey, welcome back lads. So today we have a massive update about Call of Duty World War II Vanguard because we still are finding out and discovering new things based on all the information that has leaked out, and now it's looking like Vanguard might be much more interesting than people first expected. Kind of like a much more interesting and fresh take on the World War II setting, and maybe with some real heavy links to Black Ops. So far, every leak has been very vague and even confusing at times, so I decided to go back and look into everything that we know, putting it all together and building the bigger picture. Of course, we are going to go deep in today, but to tell you straight up, I think this game is about secretive World War II era Black Ops, so let's get started, shall we? So first off, we need to go back to the earliest leak from the insider Tom Henderson, and even I had forgotten how big and important this World War II guerrilla warfare stuff is supposed to be. I believe this was the very first thing he told us, and we even thought the name might be Call of Duty Guerrilla Warfare. This is a detail you cannot overlook, because we have already drawn out so much information from that one specific detail, like how the main character of Black Ops, right, Alex Mason, well, his dad was a World War II veteran who served in the Marine Raiders Division, a specialized commando unit, and one of their main purposes was to conduct guerrilla warfare behind enemy lines. Another thing that we had discovered is, in the Pacific Theater, the Americans only fought in one major city battle, and that was Manila in the Philippines, and that was also a massive co-op with Filipino guerrilla forces. And of course, Call of Duty is now connecting all games and modes under just one storyline, which is actually the Black Ops story. Like, even Modern Warfare 2019 and Warzone are connected to Black Ops, so the idea, the concept of World War II Black Ops randomly popped into my mind the other night, and I remembered that we have actually seen something like that before, the Black Ops 1 mission Project Nova. It's about the Russians hunting down Nazis who had escaped to the Arctic Circle after Germany had already surrendered. That's the entire idea behind Black Ops, isn't it? And you see it in Cold War II, it's all about things that didn't happen but could have happened and were hidden from the history books. So I did the research for you into World War II era Black Ops, and I found nothing much because the more popular term back then was Covert Ops, and lo and behold, I found out that so many of the Allied Covert Ops tie directly into guerrilla warfare yet again. As an example, there was an organization called Force 136 under the British SOE, and the purpose of them was to train, arm and assist guerrilla forces fighting against the Japanese Empire in places like Thailand, Burma and even China. Hey China, my man. That cannot be a coincidence. Remember the other week how we found there was a planned but not carried out operation by the British in the Pacific Theater. It would have been in Burma, an seaborne invasion, or a seaborne invasion, called Operation Vanguard. So yeah, the operation and the game share a name, and of course we also have a Australian unit conducting guerrilla warfare by raiding Japanese shipping in Singapore and stuff like that. They even experimented with these covert ops in Call of Duty World War II, like the mission with the train and the one in Paris. Like, that stuff is completely off and out of the history books. It didn't happen as far as we know, but it could have happened in the context of World War II. So yeah, I strongly believe that that's the basis or the idea behind Call of Duty Vanguard. So fellas, that's about it. Stay spicy, and I'll see you in the next one. Cheers.
Victor, it is time.
Yes, Dmitri. Time to hunt down the last remnants of the fascist Reich.
Nevsky, grab the gear. We are moving out.
The men and I have fought through the most bitter of winters on the Eastern Front. We were no strangers to cold, even now. The blood in my veins chills when I think back to the events of that day. Far, far from home.